What's going on, people? It's your man, the White Bee. Once again, big shout out to my dog, Martin Scursis, for coming through boosting up the coin. So, wow. Listen, I'll be honest, man. I was never hot on boots ENNIS, to tell the truth. And I still listen. There's still some reservations, but after watching this one, I actually put some bread, a small amount of bread, only a fiver, on this fight going the distance. You know, man, he blew this light skinned Nick wig back, man. He blew his wig off. You know, man, wow. And I've grown to like Boots. Listen, we need to see him fight someone who's half alive, really. This Lima Cat's a journey, not a journeyman, he's like a high level. I'm trying to think on, you know what I mean? It's one of them ones, really. High level. He's not going to set the world alight. I'd be very shocked if he ever wins a belt, for example, right? McKenna did alright with him on a few weeks' notice. Boots just blew his back out. This guy's alright, but it's more of the same. Boots has never fought someone in a proper fight. That said, I'll be backing him until the wheels fall off. What I like about Boots is he has that old school spite. Now, technically speaking, there's some reservations. Lima hit him with a good shot, and Boots did start lunging in. But we can't have it both ways. Right, we can't have it the way of fans. You can't win with fans. If you never get hit and you shit your pants all night, oh, it's boring. Boots really gagging to have a go on someone. Lima hits him with a backhand, pushes his head back, and then Boots just flicks switches and he says, "Oh, we're gonna fight now." And he is lunging in, but I'd rather have it this way. Yeah. Oh, we can fight now. That's what we can do. There's too many stinkers out here. Right, there's too many. Oh, I'll have a look and I'll warm into the fight. Albeit, we have to say, how good's Lima? We don't know. But still, Lima's never been down as far as I'm aware. Never been down, never been stopped. And Boots just blew his back right the way out in round one. Totally ferocious after that first good punch landed. And that's been a critique some people have been running with for, oh, Boots gets hit. Well, you're going to get hit when you're letting your hands go. That's inevitable. Floyd, who didn't let his hands go in the second half of his career, he still got hit at points. And I don't want to watch that. I have no doubt, Boots could go into every fight. I have no doubt Boots could have never got hit by Lima, if that makes sense. If Boots wanted to go in there and put a 12-round stink on, Lima wouldn't have landed a glove, in my opinion. He'd have looked silly the whole night. But we've got plenty of them type of fighters. We've got plenty of the kind of Ray Ford, Richardson Hitchens, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevens. I don't need to see more of them type cats, man, who ain't got no spite. They don't really want to do someone proper harm. So given the choice between another one of them ones who are clearly athletically gifted, no one can say Shakur Stevens is not athletically gifted, but I don't want to see stinkers on points. Sorry, I just don't want to watch it. I want to see someone get hit with a shot and think we can fight now. And that's what we saw here. He got hit and he thought we can fight, and he starts lunging in. But outside of I think Boots was more lunging to cover. I can't play the footage, but he was more lunging to cover the range. Because once he got on the ropes, or once he gets in that mid range, he's very slick, Boots. So he gets hit, he starts lunging big shots over, walking back Lima to the ropes, and then it's a wrap. Once he's on top of you, it's a wrap. Now, I don't know. Everyone so far at 154, their skills are so primitive, like back ram. Here's the lunging, for example. Let's go through this right quick. Since I've found it now, I wonder where it starts. Let's see if we can find the shot actually that he gets hit with. It should be around here somewhere. Is it there? I'll make it big for you, man, whilst we investigate these dudes here. Pause. Okay. So we got Boots there. They're messing around. Where's the big shot? Was Boots lunging already? There's the lunge. There's one lunge, for example. So he's lunging in there. Maybe that's the shot. Right on the end of Boots' chin. So even before Boots got hit, you saw him lunging there. But I think Boots is more or less has rolled that, to be fair, but whatever. I think it looks... This is the thing. Often when we say these cats, oh, he got hit. That didn't... I'm not sure that punch even landed. Either way, though, Boots just he gets turned up. Look, another lunge there. He's lunging again. But it's interesting. This is what I was saying earlier in my other video about Dave Allen. If you're throwing your hands, very few boxers can exploit when you're throwing your hands at them. So you're almost offense for unless you're fighting someone really special who can pull and counter or whatever, do some slick shit and pop you in your mouth. Most fighters are conversational. Most fighters, they say, you go, I go. So even when you're lunging in, most fighters ain't gonna do nothing with it. And that's what you see here. Overwhelming force as a form of offense turns off a lot of fighters' own offense, which is what you're seeing here. Boots is just swinging, bowling for the ashes, and this cat Lima's just worried about what's coming back. He's not... Look, Boots is almost falling over. He's leaned over so much. Okay, he's got Lima to the ropes now. And this is where Boots goes to pound town. There's a body shot there. There's a hook there. Just open him up. It's totally ferocious. Bosh there, and that's the one, is it? Just teeing off. Look, all of them. Just very pinpoint accuracy here. In the pocket. And that's all she wrote. I'm not even sure Boots got hit, to be fair. Let's see if his cat gets up. Does he get up, or is he doing... No, he gets up. He doesn't get... I think he must get smoked again. Because Lima ain't no punk. He was ready for this one here. He ain't no punk, that's for damn sure. Maybe I can just skip it. I kind of want to see where the punch landed, though, from... Because there was I'm sure there was a punch, or maybe it wasn't. Why is this moody angle? But look, Boots is on it, man. I don't even know what's going on here, to be fair. Look, it's one of them, isn't it? Supreme confidence, and I've never seen no hands like it, man. It's a heavy bag session. But yeah, listen, whether Boots got hit or not by the right hand, it was alleged he did, but on second glance, it doesn't look like much landed. Whatever it was, he just turned it up, and that was it. He was on smoke, and I've already showed you the lunging aspect. Is it good? Is it technical? No. But this generation is lacking ferocity at the end of the day, right? And Boots, it's not like... There's certain fighters who are ferocious, but that's all they can do. I'm confident Boots can do all the other stuff he may or may not need to be able to do, right? If he's in a serious fight, even with someone like Virgil Ortiz or Bakram Matazaliev or Fundora, I'm confident he ain't necessarily going to open up like that with them. Certainly not in round one. Yeah? He felt, I don't know whether he felt the power or whatever it was, he just felt like this guy's a punk. Yeah? This guy can hold my pocket. Yeah, he can hold my pocket, that's what he can do. This light-skinned cat here, he can hold my pocket, man. This Puerto Rican looking cat. He can hold my pocket. That's what he did. Yeah? That's what he did, man. He put it on him. No more stinky, man. Look at Teofimo Lopez. Stinky, man. Stinkalicious. No good. Devin Haney, no good. Shakur, no good. Not interested seeing no more stinkies. Ryan Garcia versus Roddy, no good. Right? We need ferocity. When you look at people like Bakram and... What's the other cat's name? Bakram, Virgil Ortiz. They're going to get punched up, honestly. Outside of a shot landing outside of a lucky shot, I don't think Virgil Ortiz can punch, though, to be fair. Sorry. Bochuk was right in front of him. He can't punch. Virgil Ortiz can't punch. I think Backram, he might have some of that old school Nafandaral DNA where he can put, if he hits you, you're out. But outside of that kind of chance, I think they're a bit too stiff. Virgil Ortiz is too straight up and down. It'll be interesting though because of the pressure and whatnot. But I think Boots will play with him, honestly. And touch him all over. Hopefully there's enough Mexican dons out there to boost the odds up because I'll be going big on Boots, to tell the truth. So apologies right now. I'll apologise now to the Boots fans out there, man. UN's coming to a run real quick, man. Because I'm fixing. I think he wants it too much. He's too hungry. I can't imagine him. And yeah, he hasn't fought no one, but I can't imagine him. Even based on this, seeing this level of ferocity. Yes, not much is coming back yet, but I think he really that guy. I think he really feels it in his bones. We'll have to see when it's tested. Could it be all hype? It's possible. Look at Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner was super ferocious. He was super confident until he wasn't, until Maidana popped his chops. Adrian Broner was renowned for letting his hands go and putting combinations together. That all went after Maidana. He completely changed his fighter identity. But whilst Boots is on a running streak, unless Virgil Ortiz pops him right in his chops, I think we see more of the same. You can only tell how someone comes back after the fact, right? You can't. But I see shades of Crawford here. When someone hits Crawford with a good shot, he wants to fight then. He wants to get it back. Not many fighters have that in this day and age. Again, okay, Boots ain't fought no one. So he's fighting bums, that's fair to say. But at least there's a chance here. When Devin Haney was fighting bums, he weren't getting out after they popped him. Jojo Diaz popped him in the mouth. He didn't do nothing. You see what I mean? So I'm happy to take a chance on this one. I think he with it, man. I think his dad's old school as well, which helps. He seemed to be old school, and that's what we need. We don't need no more new age punks, man. It's punking out. You've got a bunch of them. I can't even name one. I can't name you many. Full stop. I'm trying to think who ain't a punk. Even Canelo, man, he a punk. I'm not gonna lie about it. He is. He's sweet. If he ain't winning, he crying. Oh, he ain't want to fight. Canelo don't want to fight when he's losing. He don't. Sorry. He's new age. Yeah? You see Canelo in there with lower level dudes. He's happy just to plod along and get to the end of the fight and stink the place out. Look at the Skull fight. You see the ferocity here from Boots. Of course, they're different stages in their career. No doubt about that. But still, even Canelo in his prime wasn't that ferocious. He wouldn't set about you. He was more methodical and second gear, first gear type work. Boots is happy to set about you if he tastes something sweet there. He goes, yeah. I like the way the sun kissed that skin, boy. That's what he said to this light skin here, man. He's licking his lips. That's what I saw. I ain't gonna lie about it. Told me a lie. Did you see Boots lick his lips? With his light skinned Puerto Rican Donny here. He licked his lips, man. Damn, you sweet with it. That's what. Biting his lip looking. That's what he did to this light skinned Puerto Rican Donny here, man. End of the day, I ain't gonna cap about it. I can't hold you, man, about it. You saw it. He licked his lips, man. His cat's sweet and creamy looking. Yeah? He got a sweet and creamy looking milk chocolate texture. Call me a liar. Oops. Busted. Yeah, and that was his arse. That was Lima's arse, man. I like Lima. I lost bread. I bet a fiver on no knockdowns and I bet a fiver on the distance. There was like 4-1, so I thought it was worth a punt. Oops. Yeah. Didn't even make it out the first round. That was his arse. You see that one there? No diddy. That's where it was. And that's how they do it out of Philly. That's how they doing it. That's how they get down out of Philly, man. Ain't playing with your ass. Look at this guy here, look. Look at this guy, look. All twist up. Boots is the real deal problem, is what I'm saying here. I don't see who gives him problems. Charlo's no good, both of them. The little one or the big one are no good. He'll punch them up. We've seen Charlo, that's what I'm saying. Charlo's another one. He's sweet. Gets in there with Canelo. Charlo was good at one point, but again, he fought a lot of bums, didn't he? Really? Name me a name on Charlo's resume. He ducked the Jared Hurd fight. He was no good anyway, but still. Who's he got on? Name me one name. Name me one Hall of Fame name on Jermell Charlo's resume. Oops. Not one. He's sweet. Yeah, he's sweet. Sorry, he's sweet. He shit himself when he's in there with Carrot Top. Big old 6'2" Nick as well. Charlo is. We just saw Crawford go in there and handle that, and that's what I'm saying. It's a mentality thing. No one at 154 going to do nothing. But we need to see it, and that's what I'm going to show you next. Because to be fair, Turkey, I did a video on it a little while ago, and Turkey did expose Boots. Yeah? Turkey said, explicitly, Turkey was on the Boxing Voice podcast, and he said, or the Boxing Voice said to Turkey, hey Turkey, why ain't Boots fighting on Riyadh season? He's a big star. He could be up next in the States, like a Floyd Mayweather type cat. And Turkey said, I'm not doing small hall shows on Riyadh season. He didn't want to put Lima versus Boots on Riyadh season. Turkey said he offered Boots the Virgil Ortiz fight next, or the Montez Aliyev fight next, and Boots said no, he wants a warm-up at 154. And Turkey said you can do the warm-ups at the York Hall in Philadelphia. You're not doing it here. So that is a bit spooky. And to be quite frank, what has Boots learnt from this fight? What was the point in this? Knocking another bum out, which is fair to say. Now if he goes in there, yeah, has a look, does a few rounds to adjust to the weight, whatever that means, then whatever. But Crawford didn't do that, to be fair. Crawford, he went from 147 straight to a champion at 154. Right? That's what he did. In fact, he didn't have a warm-up before Canelo. Straight to the undisputed champion at 168. Why does Boots? And it's not like there's some pound for... And even if there was a pound for pound guy at 154. That's what Crawford did. Right? He went straight up there to Canelo. And you can't tell me Virgil Ortiz is more of a scary task than Canelo. Sorry. 2 weight classes up. Boots is a massive one. Boots looks bigger than the natural 154 pounder Lima. He looked massive in there. So it's a fair point to make. This should have been the Virgil Ortiz fight. And that is my criticism of Boots. That's why I've held off. Because it is always bums. Every single one on his resume is a bum. / no good. / Boots is 50-1 to win. That's how you know you're not doing. That's how you know you're doing something wrong. If every fight you're in is 50-1, it's because they're bum slayers, man. So I don't want to hear no more about warming up, man. Oh, I need to warm. No, it needs to be the big one next. Montez Aliyev. Again, Turkey said he's offered many people Montez Aliyev and no one want the smoke. No one's knocking the door for Montez Aliyev. Right? So if Virgil Ortiz is busy with Lubin, and this is what happens often. We see these cycles. I've talked about them before. What happens with these corny cats is, yeah, it'll be like one guy will fight. Boots will fight, yeah? And then he'll say, oh, I want Virgil Ortiz, but he's got a fight next. Right? That fight then happens 2 months later. And when Virgil Ortiz stops fighting, 2 months later, Boots then says, oh, I've got an opponent now. Yeah, oh, no one wanted it, but Virgil Ortiz was busy, so I had to pick another bum. Right? That's what they do. And then in that same period, once Boots has fought again, Virgil Ortiz then says, well, I couldn't wait for Boots. And you go in a cycle of fighting bum slayers 24/7. But then again, Virgil Ortiz, he fought, he's fought Bochuk, who ain't a punk. He's fought, what's his name? Madrimov. For me, Virgil Ortiz has 2 legit names on his resume. Bochuk and that last cat I just named. Boots has none. Sorry, he has not one name on there, man. I don't give Boots credit for none of his wins. Sorry, not one. Not one of his wins. All of his wins are like the David Avanesians. They're not that level. They're not world level. And even the world champions he allegedly beat, man. Come on, never heard of him. Stanioni, never heard of him. Who's Stanioni's beat, man? Who's Stanioni's best win? You don't know. That's the point I'm making. Forget about it. Not one. I don't give Boots not credit for one win yet. That's his issue for me. He need one good win from a serious fighter. What makes it a good win is not necessarily belts. Bochuk didn't have a belt, but Bochuk is solid. Yeah? Madrimov is solid. And he has had a belt in the past, to be fair. And you see it with the skills as well. You can watch Bochuk. You can watch Madrimov and see world-level skills. I've never seen Boots in there with someone with world-level skills. Sorry. They're all that B-level, below world level, skill level. That's what you observe with all of Boots' opponents. And I don't want to watch it no more. So I don't want to hear no more about, oh, he couldn't fight that one. Because Montez Aliyev, he with it, man. He ain't playing. Montez Aliyev playing for keeps. And I've got Boots winning if he gets in that fight. But I don't want to hear no more about, oh, no. Montez Aliyev, he gagging for it, man. Yeah? He in Kazakhstan somewhere right now, plotting on your ass. That's what you're fixing to do. So don't talk about, No, I want to listen. I want to see contracts sent out to Virgil Ortiz and Matazaliev. Yeah, and if they don't want it, I want you to go up to 160 fight Janibek. This is what time it is now for me. I don't want no more whoop-de-whooping. I don't even want to see Jamel Charlo in there. Boots said, I might fight Charlo. No, Charlo's finished. Canelo punched him up and had him pissing himself. Jamel, people, I don't say this often, yeah. It's rare I say this, but I saw Jamel Charlo piss himself in the Canelo fight. Literally, piss was coming down. Watch it, I think it was round 9. Watch round 9. If you look carefully at Jamel Charlo's right leg, you see piss dripping down it. Proper choked. So forget about him, he's finished. He'd be more of the, for me, Jamel Charlo would be more of the same. A punk, coming there for a payday. What you think, who here think Jamel Charlo can turn up and fight? He's going to get in there and be like, he'll be gasping for air, man. He ain't with it. Forget about Charlo, you're no good. Sorry, I don't want to watch that. We've seen, listen, let me tell you something now. Beat Matazaliev or beat Virgil Ortiz, right? So you got a serious win there. And then fight Charlo. You got to get to the serious win now. And Matazaliev has a belt? I'm not even sure, actually. Let me check that right quick for the Masters. Let's see who the belt holders are. 154 boxing champions. I think Crawford's got one of them still. Not sure though. Has he had to relinquish it or not? Heavyweight. Okay, we go. Oh, yeah. Matazaliev's got a belt. So Virgil Ortiz, really, that could go amiss. But I'll take it. That would be his first good win. I'll give him that. There's no belts there though. Yeah. You got Fundora, who's injured. He was supposed to fight Keith once upon a time. He was supposed to fight Keith once upon a hairline. So that's not happening no more. So apparently Fundora's injured. Forget about that. Abbas Barao, never heard of him. Forget about him as well. Not interested. This is what I mean with Ennis. Look at this here. Look at this here. Look. So JARON Ennis is the interim champion. Guess what? He's not the interim champion for Fundora. He's not the interim champion for Matazaliev. Instead, he's the interim champion for Abbas Barao. Never heard of him. Who's 17-1 and can't punch. 9 KOs. This is what I'm saying. See what I mean? The way these men think. They thought, oh yeah, we'll get an easy belt. Go and get the main guy, background man. Go get him. Become his interim. I don't want to watch you versus Abbas. I never heard of him. This is what I'm saying. Listen, I'll tell you now, Boots. I'm not giving you credit for this plumber here, this German plumber man. I'm sorry, I never heard of him. That's a problem for me. Unfortunately for you. Yeah? I've never heard of him. It's not just about names, but if I've never heard of him and I'm involved in this game, that tells me he ain't done nothing. Let's see who he's beat. Let's see who this cat, Abbas Barao, who's beat to become world champion. Oh my god. I've never heard of any of these cats, man. Who are these cats? Sam Eggington. This cat here, the cat who JARON Ennis is mandatory for. He had life and death with Sam Eggington, who is 34-8. Yeah? This cat here. Yeah? Look at this cat here, this freshie here. Yeah? JARON Ennis is interim champion for Abbas Barao, who a year ago had a majority decision win, life and death, 50-50 with Sam Eggington. Forget about. I don't want to see him in there with this guy. I told you this already. It's winding me up. This is what they do. Eggy Hearn will spin it. Listen, they're not going to fight Virgil Ortiz because he's busy. Yeah, they're not going to fight Bakram for damn sure. Right? They're going to wait for this plumber here. And then they're going to be like, oh, we want a belt. I'm not interested in you win them or stinky belts, Boots. I'd rather you beat Matazaliev with no belt. How about that? That's what I'd rather you do. Beat Matazaliev for no belt. That counts for something. Right? The same way Virgil Ortiz beat Madrimov. I'd rather you go and knock Madrimov out. You know what I mean? For me, a win over Madrimov is worth more than this cat here. Sorry. Not interested. How about that? Not interested. Xander Zayas. Let's see what he's about. I've never heard of him either. I bet he's done nothing. It's got to be Bakram for me. Bakram's a serious win. Why? He knocked the head off of Tim Tszyu. He knocked his head right off. Bakram's crude though. I've still got Boots winning it. That's what I'm talking about. Another champion, allegedly. Right? Xander Zayas. Never heard of any of these, man. Swalla Spoomer. Never heard of him. Who are these, man? How have they even got belts? George Garcia Perez. Never heard of him. Sorry. Never heard of him day in my life. He looks 70 years old as well with Grey Barnett. People, forget about Zayas as well. Never heard of any of them. Never heard of the people he's beat. Never heard of anyone they've beat. I don't want to hear about Xander Zayas either. Forget about him. Not interested. Let Xander Zayas fight. This is what should happen right now. Xander Zayas should fight Abbas Barao. Let them do that. Somewhere else, man. Not interested. You need to be fighting Virgil Ortiz, Bakram Matazaliev, Fundora. I'd even take Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman, to be fair, for the drama of it, but in reality that is wrong of me. That's the same as Jamel Charlo. They finished. Jamel Charlo and Keith should fight. That's the battle of the finished. Get them in there for a bit of fun. That's what they should be doing. You should be fighting Fundora, Bakram, Virgil Ortiz, or even Brandon Adams. He was with it, man. When he whooped on Bochuk's ass. What's the other cat's name I was looking at? Madrimov. No one stopped Madrimov yet. So if you go in there and blow Madrimov's back out, then yeah, you that guy, right? Serious competitors. Madrimov was allegedly sick. Madrimov's probably one of the best plays. Why? Crawford had a life and death with him. Virgil Ortiz didn't do too great with him either. And allegedly he was sick. So if you go in there and blow out Madrimov, you can say, man, Crawford, you went life and death with dude. In fact, some people think it was a draw. You went life and death with him. Up at belt to arse. So let me tell you this now. I do not want, of all the names I've just mentioned there, about 5 names, I do not want to see him versus Abbas Barao or Zayas. Not even one bit. Not interested in seeing them. Don't play with me either. Because you've been doing that. That's why I ain't been on the bandwagon. Because you keep playing and fighting bums, man. It's winding me up. You're clearly talented, but you bum slaying, man. Okay, no. He's picking the stinkies.
Go on ahead, next. I know he got his fight coming up. He focused on his fight, and if you don't win, I'll fight Lou. I'll fight the winner of that. But I want Virgil Ortiz next. And if we can't get Virgil Ortiz next, I heard that Baby Cub was calling me out too. Charlo, he can get it next. Fundora, what's his name? Baccarat, Bartram, the IBF champ, he can get it. Everybody at 154 can get it. I'm missing somebody? Who I'm missing? Xander can get it. Anybody at 154, I'm belt chasing. This my division. 154 is mine. I'm on tour.
So he mentioned Baccarat. Baccarat. He said Baccarat last, which is always a bit of a flag, to tell the truth. And he also dropped in there, I'm chasing belts. So what does that tell us? The fact he's chasing belts, and he just so happens to be interim champion for the stinkiest belt of them all. Seriously. This Abbas cat is stinky. This Abbas cat had a life and death with Stam Egginton. You see that one there, people. If you're... listen, fair play to these man. They're doing better than me. There's no doubt about it. Right? Abbas, I'd rather be Abbas than myself, no doubt. At the same time, though, if you're having a life and death with Eggington, you're not doing nothing with Boots Ennis. I don't care what moody belt you allegedly have. He's going to punch your block right off for you and do your proper arm. That's what he's going to do. He's going to send you back. Look at this cat here, look. He's going to send this cat back to Somalia, man. Let's have a look at this cat right here. You playing with me too much, man. You're winding me up. I told you not to do this already, man. Let me tell you where you're going to send this cat back to, man. They're sending this cat back to Eritrea, that's for damn sure. Let me show you one right here. Look at this cat here, look. Look at this cat, look. Yeah? Tell me where he going back to, man. Germany, come on. You're lying, man. He ain't German. He from Somali, man. Fresh off the boat, man. Look at this guy here, man. He fresh off the boat, man. I'll give you Germany in a minute, man. That's Somali there, bro. Fucking hell. Look at this Somali here, man. Yeah? That's where... Look at this cat here. Where you think Boots sending this cat here? Don't play with me either. Don't be political. Don't be... What's that word? Don't be like... Oh, I don't... Where are you going back to, man? Let's do a vote right now. Who here think this cat? Let me show you right here, look. Yeah? Let me show you right here, look. Look, Germany here. Let's do a vote right now. Nationality, Germany. When Boots Ennis finished with his cat here, Put your hand up now if you think he's going back to Germany. Yeah? Get your vote in right now. Now put your hand up if you think you're getting punched back to Somalia. That's what it's going back to, man. Forget about no Germany. By the time Boots finished with his cap, man. Yeah? I don't want to see this one here. You man are doing too much. Really, you think you're smart. You think you can play the masses. You can't play the YB like that. We see what you're doing. Oh, yeah, I'm going for belts. You're going for the bum belts. I'm telling you now, Boots will fight Bararo next, and then he'll try and hang at the back of Zayas as well, because he's no good. Bums. All beat bums. The 2 champions Boots will fight next. The 2 fights he'll have next will be these 2 cats. Why? Because they've only beat bums. He won't do Fundora. He won't do Matazaliev. He might not even do Verge Ortiz. That was offered, apparently. He damn sure ain't doing Matazaliev, man. Not Baccarat. Baccarat. He don't want Baccarat, man. He should do, though. Baccarat's a bit stiff. He's a bit Nafandaralian. He's a bit stiff. He's a bit leaky. I think the speed and the footwork, I think Boots will play with him, but he don't think that. He don't think that. He politicking. He like Floyd in the second half of his career, like picking the easy belts and picking the Robert Guerreros. This cat here, Bas Barao, is like Robert Guerrero. It's that type of cat. It's that level of cat. It's like, oh, it's going to be a routine performance there. Anyway, I'm out of here, folks. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this. Some people stop it. Oh yeah, forgot to mention. Check out my Patreon, man. We got the YB roast of Andrew Tate. Let me plug you man in right quick, folks.
Every single person who watches this needs to tweet a thank you to Elon Musk. Every single person. Oh, but I disagree with him on whatever. He's the most powerful person in the world. You're a nobody. Say thank you. The world has lost everything. It's lost its gratefulness. It's lost its decorum.
This guy ain't playing. This is the thing. This is what gets me, man. This guy ain't even playing. You, man, need to thank Elon Muskowitz. What's Elon Musk done, man? Yeah, he's put some fake things in space, allegedly. Good for him. Great for him. So if you want to see the rest of that video and a million more exclusive contents, X-rated chat, you click this bindy button right here, man. You'll get plugged straight into it. Yeah? I'll unplug you from the J-Tricks. That's what I'll do. No doubt about it. I'm out of here. Johnny Bo.